friends. So a few weeks ago I made a video about all the things I would do differently if I went to college today and could do that all over again, and you all really seemed to like it. I got a lot of comments on that video, so thank you all. I was pretty happy with how that video turned out, especially because I had to edit down a lot of me rambling, but it did turn out kind of more negative than most of the videos I make, so I decided to do kind of the flip side, like things I'm really happy I did in school and things that if I could do college all over again, I would do these things exactly the same. The first one is moving off campus. For the first 2 years, I lived in the dorms on campus, and a lot of people really thrive in the dorms. A lot of people do really well. Even my friends who are in my same dorm, some of them had amazing dorm experiences. I just didn't. The dorms just weren't for me. It just didn't really work out for me at all. So I moved off campus my junior year because at my school you have to stay on campus for the first 2 years, and that worked out so much better for me. I moved into an off-campus apartment with 3 of my friends, and it was the kind of place where there's the main kitchen and living room, but then we each had our own bedroom and bathroom, and those locked so we could have our own privacy and lock our stuff up, which was really great. Plus, when you're in a dorm, you're in this really small room, the size of my room, just with somebody, so you don't really have personal space. My experience living off campus definitely wasn't perfect either. We had issues. We had roommate issues because we lived together for 2 years, so of course there was going to be drama, but it was a lot better than living in the dorms, and so many things I just thought I hated about school, it turned out I just hated about living on campus. So I was much happier living off campus. The second thing that I would not change about my college experience is the rules and things that I made for myself about partying. I was never a really big partier. I'm not somebody who went out and drank all the time, but I did go out occasionally. When I did, I only went out on the weekends, and I only went with people I knew to people's houses where we knew the people there. Also, I always had a designated driver, which you should always have, and I always had backup, or I had numbers of cab services, local cab services in my phone, and then money to pay them. So definitely always have designated driver when you go out, and always have backup plans. Basically just be safe about drinking and partying and stuff, and it's fine to do in moderation, but don't get carried away with it, and I think I really found a good balance. The next thing is something that people have actually asked me about, and it is my Greek organization that I was in. I was not in a social sorority, which is the typical sororities you see on TV and stuff. I was in a professional music fraternity for women, and it was an amazing experience. That's honestly, I talked about last video how I didn't have any friends my first semester of college. I made friends through this organization, which I'm so glad I joined because that's how I made a lot of friends, got to know a lot of people, and my college experience started to get better once I joined that organization. And it was basically one of the best parts of my college experience. I felt like I grew more in that organization, the things we did, than any other aspect of college. In the same vein, a thing that I would totally do again is marching band. I remember my freshman year of high school, I was so nervous. Even though I knew a lot of people going into high school, I was really nervous because it was a new school and there were going to be a lot of new people. But then I was at band camp before school started and met even more people, met upperclassmen. They kind of told me ins and outs of the school, and I felt so much more prepared because I had this huge group of friends going into high school. So I knew if I was going to a college where I didn't know anybody, I should do something like that again. And plus, I loved marching band. I was really passionate about it, so it was really important to me to go to a school with a marching band, and that's a big part of the reason why I chose the school I did. Our marching band was a lot of fun. We had a really good band director. He's still there. He's still awesome. We got to do a lot of really fun things. We got to perform an exhibition at a lot of high school competitions. We got to travel. We went to Indianapolis and St. Louis and other places kind of around where my school is, just other little towns. We did special Halloween shows a lot of years, which were really fun. Plus, I got to move in early, which as a freshman was really nice because I could kind of get used to campus a little bit before I had to actually start going to classes. And the last thing I would do the same is not take out any student loans. I have no student loans. I was really fortunate to be able to go to a small school that is in my state, so I got in-state tuition, and it's a state school, so it's cheaper anyway, and it's one of the least expensive colleges, I think, in the state. That was a big reason why I chose the school as well, because I didn't want to go into a lot of debt, and I know a lot of people don't have any choice. If you want to get a degree, you have to take out student loans, and I totally understand that, but I'm really glad that I didn't because, now I just have a part-time retail job. I didn't get a job in my field. My degrees and stuff didn't really get me a job. So this kind of applies to me now because if I go back to school to get another degree, I am again going to go to a place where I won't have to take out any loans. That will still be a good school, but will get me into debt. Okay, that's it for this week. I hope you are all doing really well. It's getting chillier here. It's starting to feel a lot more like fall. So let me know how you all are doing. I'd love to hear from you guys. I know a lot of you guys who watch my videos are in college or college graduates, so let me know what you would do absolutely the same, what you're really glad you did about your college experience. Please leave me comments. I'd love to hear from you all. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you're all doing really well, and I will see you all next week. Bye.